Greetings, welcome to Jefficho Films. Continuing along with our robot movies, this 1993 movie is set in 2041, so we've got some time. It's also described on Wiki as a cyberpunk film, so I'm not sure that's even in this. In fact, most of the Wiki description of this film I wouldn't say applies. But let's review it anyways. Robot Wars. This movie starts out in a scorpion robot where Captain Drake and Stumpy are a little concerned about some intruders they might have. General Wally is at headquarters doing a tour. Wasn't Daniel Kamekona in Robot Jox as well? Well, this was his last film. Drake has passengers and that can't be a comfy ride. This is the last mega robot and the Alliance wants to build new mini-megs to deal with those central punks. But they have tanks and lasers and they fire at it. Dr. Leda Fanning, played by the lovely Barbara Crampton, is upset that her samples are getting broken in her case. Maybe you should get a better case? The Scorpion mech finally takes out the tanks, and Drake gets a call from his boss Rooney, says he's got more passengers and another load to do today. Lieutenant Plunkett greets the guests at North Hemi, and we meet Annie, a reporter who's on vacation. She meets up with Leda, and they're going to visit Crystal Vista, a preserved American town abandoned after the Great Toxic Gas Scare in 1993. Well, Drake sees them and flirts with them. General in Chief Rooney negotiate. He's going to give them smaller mags, less weapons, to navigate the toxic zone. Leda believes there's something under Crystal Vista, and Drake says the Eastern Alliance is who's been attacking him, but Rooney says that they have to sell these mini-mags to the Eastern Alliance because they need money. That night, the Eastern Alliance puts on a traditional show of sport for the guests and staff. Drake shows up to flirt with the girl, and the General challenges him. Drake deals with it pretty quickly.
Leave me the game, Captain Drake.
Yeah, we'll do tea.
I like how the General's trying to talk up Drake's character like, oh yeah, you pilot the mech, so you must be really cool. Guys, he pushes a stick, okay? Yeah, he pushes a stick on something that's on the ground. I don't know how overly skilled this guy is. The movie's gonna do its best to make us think it, but I don't think it's great. The next day, they're on their way to Crystal Vista, and Leda and Annie are girl talking.
You really think he's alright?
Who?
Drake.
I thought you didn't care.
I don't.
Girl, you got it bad.
Okay, forget it.
But our hero Drake and his trusty sidekick Stumpy are dealing with another mission where they run into some Jawas from Central. They kill a dude, find some shit, and leave. Well, hey, that looks familiar. I see the port for Crystal Vista. It's a very reused set. The General's being shown how to drive the robot, and he's good at it, almost as if he's been training to do this. Leda and Annie investigate underneath City Hall, and Stumpy and Drake are drinking at a bar. Stumpy says that his grandfather actually tried to hide pieces of the Mecha One.
I don't need this job, and I don't need that freaking robot.
If North Hemi cuts a deal with the Eastern Alliance to build the mini-meg series, they'll destroy Maris 2, just like they did Mega 1.
Leda and Annie are not alone down there, so they split up. And apparently Puppet Master 54 was playing back then. Leda goes back down on her own, and the Central Jawas are down there, and the Centrals just chase her around everywhere, and they're taking everybody hostage, and the General's in charge. And then he calls Rooney to gloat.
Well, you take your sweet Western nap. I learned a whole 9 robot yards.
Wally, how can you do this to me? I treated you with respect.
Next time I bow to you, you can kiss my ass.
They have the town and the robot, and Leda's still hiding from the enemies, and hostages are on the robot as it travels at night. Rooney convinces Drake to help as Leda gets captured, and even though people take this giant scorpion to cross the desert, get through the toxic zones, to get to this little Crystal Vista, well, Drake and Stumpy just walk there. General took the Scorpion robot to a tomb, and he's been lasering it for a while now. He's trying to get inside. We don't know what the objective is. I'm not sure it's ever explained. But he stops when Drake messages him, and he goes back because he wants revenge on Drake for killing Sing, his right-hand man.
Drake, on the monitor.
Peekaboo, I kill you! I told you we meet again, Captain Drake.
Leda, Drake, and Stumpy go back underground, where they find Mecha 1. And Stumpy flips a switch and fixes it. And then it breaks through the ground so that they can deal with Wall-E. It's a full-size mech, and after a few pointless lasers, it's hand-to-hand. Drake rips off the compartment with the passengers and puts it down so that they can all get out. Then the giant Scorpion robot straddles the man-shaped robot. This reminds me of something disturbing. We won't go into that. Well, the fight abruptly ends. Drake won really quickly and he gets the girl. The end. Yeesh. Yeah, definitely had some good pieces in place, kind of like Robot Jocks, but the script and the dialogue and everything needed more work. There was a hint of chemistry between Crampton and Paul, and Annie was underutilized and adorable. Pretty cute, I liked Annie. Likeable, but fairly pointless.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, handsome.
Was Mecha 1 supposed to be decommissioned? Because it looks like they just hid it. Stumpy's grandfather lied to him. He didn't hide parts of it. They just hid the whole thing underground. Not sure how you do that.
Wow.
Geez, Captain, this sucker feels like the whole kit and caboodle is still here.
Right. Activate mag gun elevator assembly.
The battle was weak. The general's plans were vague. I want to say this wasn't terrible, but that might be giving it too much. Definitely not as much fun as Robot Jocks. I mean, the energy wasn't there. You could tell Drake was trying to do something, but in the end, I mean, you could watch this. It's not going to kill you. And it is kind of like the third in the trilogy. I always thought it was the second, but then there was Crash and Burn, which claims it's there. Chronologically, we'll see. So, go for it. Have a nice day.